What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Down to Earth with me, Kristian Harloff. This is our Monday through Friday UAP news channel. Now, listen, I already put a video out this morning, and there's a lot of information. I could have put out 4 videos out today. There's so much stuff to talk about. But one of the things that has been talked about for quite a bit, James Fox had mentioned that Logan Paul has footage, very good footage, that he essentially recorded without his permission to have, and Logan Paul has talked about that as well, and he's very in tune to what's going on in the community and in general. And so now that's not why the name Paul has been in the news lately. His brother just fought Mike Tyson, and you want to call it that, but there was a conversation that they both had, and they started talking about UAPs. So let's play that. Let's play this clip from the two of them, and then we'll discuss it afterwards. Here it is.
How are you going to get involved?
Most notably right now, there's a UAP fund
Oh, wow.
that is like vowing to fund and protect whistleblowers who come forward from being like sued or tried to be like bullied by the United States government. Because right now there's people inside of these programs that are trying to reverse engineer the crafts, or have seen or heard things or spoken with witnesses, or even like have video footage themselves, who are in the community staying silent because either they're committed to their project, which is cool, but I think they have a bigger commitment to the United States people.
Yeah.
And I think more people are going to realize that and come forward with really important information, but they're also likely going against the government branch that they vowed to stay secret to. And that's a big commitment in itself, and could come with a lot of consequences. I'm gonna help fund some of the whistleblowers' legal fees and stuff, but it's a fund, so like anyone can contribute if they want to.
I'll contribute.
I think you should, bro. Like this is the future. Like imagine if these things like know how the fucking pyramids were built. Imagine if they were around. Imagine if they helped build the pyramids.
They probably did.
I don't know. It's that's the hocus pocus shit, but it's just fascinating. And dude, I got a UFO video myself, and so like I've been invested. I went on a little UFO expedition, and I'm wondering like, do I release it? Do I not? And I ultimately haven't because it's compelling, not convincing. But the interesting thing about it is, and what I'm noticing, some of these saucers and crafts that they're describing appear more than once. Like that looks like the same as that, and that looks like the same as that, and there's got to be like a connection. Like I heard somewhere there's like 5 civilizations of extraterrestrials on the planet, and potentially like warring factions. And
yeah, there's got to be different groups and gangs for sure. They're clicked up like the Bloods and Crips.
Goddamn right, brother.
Okay, so there's a lot there, and I'll tell you, even though he essentially says the same stuff he's been talking about with his footage. Like, I've seen it before. There's some stuff it's very interesting. I haven't released it yet. I'm not sure if I am. If that was the story, then I don't really know if I would have even done this video on it. I think that what the story is that whistleblower fund, right? Now, if you can get guys like the Paul brothers who are making hand over fist right now, if they can be one of those people who are supporting to this fund to protect these people who are really into the subject and understand it. I mean, you would hope someone like Bigelow would do it, but I feel like he doesn't want the disclosure to happen, so he's not going to help anybody. But if you got more and more people like this to help, you would start to see more whistleblowers feel protected, right? And that's what we've always talked about on this show, is that there's not enough protection for these people financially. And it's ultimately what Lakatsky said, which was the reason why he wouldn't do it, other people wouldn't do it, is because they're not protected. And this goes back to the earlier video that I did today, which also turned out, it is, will the government be the one that even disclose it? Do we need the whistleblowers? If you're going to believe what Stephen Greer said, you're going to have people that have videos like the one that Logan Paul is talking about, but clearer, and maybe one of the ones that Logan Paul's talking about inside of this, of similar type craft that have this footage, whether it's reverse engineering, and then give it to the media, and then the media is the one who gets it out. Like, if I guess the question I would ask, and I'm sure he's been asked this question on his podcast, is why not release it? Is it because he's worried about retaliation? Is he, because clearly he knows this isn't just somebody who goes, oh, I think I have something cool. He's interested in the topic. He knows what's happening, and impressive that he understands like all the different things that are happening. And he talks to James Fox. So James Fox is probably, cluing him into all this stuff that's happening. And they probably speak on the regular. And the even reason I got wind of this particular story is because I saw James Fox had tweeted it out. So they're clearly talking to each other. And then the good news with this also is if you see him talking to his brother, who then says, I'll contribute to this too, they know enough people that they can do this. The question I would love to ask him also, I'd love to ask him this question, is how many people within the WWE circle that he's in are paying attention to this? Are any of the big wigs up there paying attention to this? If so, get them involved in it. Talk to them about it. But I wonder if it's the same type of answer. Well, it's kind of like taboo still a little bit, or it's a little stigmatized. I'm not going to bring this up. It's my job. I'm not going to bring it up to Triple H in the middle of this thing and say, hey, what do you think about UFOs? Maybe it comes up. Maybe it doesn't come up. Maybe people are more into it there or not. And the reason I say that, why would you bring that up? Because of the conversation that they just had. More people need to get involved in this, because even though I think there's a lot of merit to that story that I talked about earlier today with Stephen Greer, with whether you believe it or not, that the idea that somebody is going to say, hey, take this footage. Essentially what they did, whether you think that the jellyfish video is a UFO or not, I know that some people claim that we're working on programs that are very adamant that UFOs are NHI and all that, say that is not legit. And both George Knapp and Jeremy Corbell have disputed that. However, the point is they still got that footage, and they released that footage. And that's the type of stuff that is going to continue to happen. The question is, why isn't Logan Paul saying, hey, you know what? Give this to another outlet. Let them run it. Or maybe run it himself. I'm telling you, I think that the reason would definitely be because of the retaliation side of things. But very curious about this one. And I really think that it is a good thing about that fund. But whether or not we're ever going to see that video again, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Do you think that even having, and I don't really care about the opinions in the same way that when I talk about politicians on this show, this has nothing to do with your opinion on them as, well, I don't like that person. I don't like that person. I don't like that person. The question is, do you like what they're doing as far as the UAP topic goes? And I do like what Logan Paul is doing here. I do. I like the fact that he is invested in this and is trying to get people support that need to be protected, need their families to be protected. So I ask you, what do you think? Put your comments in there. Give me your thoughts. Thanks for joining me here today. Going to try to get 2 more videos up there tomorrow for you. If you want to support the show, you can become a member of the show. If you want to support us a different way, Christmas is right around the corner. We have tons of sponsors that you guys can get involved with. I'm going to tell you about 2 of them right now, Public Rec and Tile. Here it is. This is the easiest thing I've ever talked about, ever, on this show or any show I've ever been on. Tile. This is the best. I'm telling you right now that I lose my keys all of the time. At least I did. My wife would say, how do you do that again? We were supposed to go somewhere. I was supposed to pick up her sister from the airport, and I couldn't find her. We're like, oh, my God, she's going to have to take an Uber. It's going to cost so much money now. Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I don't have my keys. I can't find them. Luckily, I found them in time, but it took a lot of unnecessary stress in order to get there. And I don't have to do that anymore, because with Tile, it could be for your keys. I mean, it's so many different things, for your remote control. For I have so many of them now, and I continue to use them and give them to my family. I can track where my kids are. I got a teenager, man. I got to know where her phone is. I got to know all these different things. It's so wonderful. And I can tell you also, I'm giving it to my family from my dad is older now. I'm giving it to him so I can track him, know where he's going, how he's doing, if he's healthy. I'm able to do that, to know if anything's wrong. That's what Tile helps me do. So it really does. It takes out so much stress. I am telling you, if you don't already, they've been around for a bit. This is the time to get them. Get them. It's wonderful, especially for parents, especially for people who lose crap all the time like me. Get it. So family-proof your family with Life 360's tile trackers. You got to do it. You go to tile.com. Use that code DTE. You get 15% off. That's easy. So again, tile.com. Use that code DTE. This is a no-brainer. It's easy. I lose my remote control all the time. Not anymore. Tile.com. Use that code DTE. All right, you know as well as I do, wearing new pants sucks. Who decided that stiff, uncomfortable fabric squeezing your family jewels was the key to looking good? I hate that. I always feel so uncomfortable walking around when I got these really nice pants on. Well, there's an early holiday gift from me to you. And those days are over because Public Rec's Daymaker pants are here to make you stay comfy and classy this season. Whether you're kicking back with holiday movies, making your way through leftovers, or watching bowl games with the boys, these pants have you covered. They're even going to keep you looking sharp for the awkward holiday parties with your in-laws. Give the gift of comfort to yourself or someone you love this holiday season with Public Rec's Daymaker pants. And for a limited time, you get 20% off your entire order. But you use that code DTE at publicrec.com. 20% off when you use that promo code DTE at publicrec.com. I felt like it was Christmas when they sent this stuff to my house. I got a really great sweatshirt. I got really comfortable pants, and I'm always looking for really nice outfits. And my wife right away said, oh, wait, this is quality stuff. And I love wearing these. I love it. I want to get so much more. I'm already buying myself. I told my wife already to give me more Public Rec stuff for Christmas. And you guys can get it too. Use that code DTE. Look at this stuff. It's really, and they're so comfortable and they're so smooth. And I really, really love them, man. I mean, look at this. This is just a great lineup overall. They have different colors, different fabrics. You can get different shirts. It's great. It really is great.